Hi, we are from Group 2 from SHPP 1012-06 Educational Psychologists, and we will present about Piaget theory of cognitive development.
First of all, this is Piaget. He is the one that proposed theory of cognitive development, which suggests that children move through 4 different stages of learning. This theory not only focuses on understanding how children acquire knowledge, but also on understanding the nature of intelligence. For everyone to know, until today, there are few people that think that children are likely just a smaller version of adults. And Piaget was the first to identify that the way that children think is different from the way adults think. So, he proposed that intelligence grow and develop through a series of stages. Also, Albert Einstein called Piaget's discovery so simple, only a genius could have thought of it.
Piaget theory involves 4 stages, which is sensory-motor, pre-operational, concrete operational, and formal operational.
The first Piaget stage are sensory motor. It happens at the age 0 to 2 years old. The baby knows the world by using the 5 senses, which is taste, touch, smell, hearing, and sight. Besides, they also learn basic actions such as looking and listening. These babies also learn everything continuously even though they cannot see it. It refers to the object permanence. It shows that the mental operation is object permanence. The cognitive development that occurs during this period takes place over a relatively short time and involves a great deal of growth. Children not only learn how to perform physical actions such as crawling and walking. Besides, they also learn a great deal about language from the people with whom they interact with. Second stages are pre-optional. It happens at the age 2 to 7 years old. The mental operation during these ages is symbolic function and intuitive thought substages. These children tend to be egocentric and struggle to see things from the other's perspective. When they are better with the language and thinking, they still tend to think about all the things in the concrete terms.
These kids begin to think sympathetically and learn how to use the words and picture to relate with objects, which is eggs and apples.
Number 3 is a concrete operational. These stages are aged between 7 and to 11 years old. We finally discover logic and we develop concrete cognitive operation, such as assorting objects in a certain order. One example of this inductive reasoning, which means that if we see someone eating a cookies, we can draw a conclusion and then make a generalization, and we now get the concept of conservation. We understand that if we pour orange juice from a normal glass to a taller one, the amount stays the same. Our younger sister will pick the taller glass, thinking she get more. By the same logic, we only now can understand that if 3 plus 5 equals to 8, then 8 minus 3 equals to 5. Our brain rearrange our truth to classify and build concentration operation mental structure. For example, we now know that we can reverse an action by doing opposite. Excited by our new mental abilities, activities when we learn to write, and in school, as a result, we get to know ourselves better. The formal operation stage is the last stage in Piaget cognitive development model. The formal operation stage starts around 11 and continue throughout life. A formal operation definition includes reason beginning to apply to hypothetical and abstract object and idea. Formal operation thinking include logical deduction, abstract through decision making, deduction logic, and problem solving with organization. People with this stage become increasingly flexible and abstract. For example, can carry out systematic experiment. They also have the ability to systematically solve a problem in a logical and methodological way. Last but not least, they understand that the rules of any game or social system are developed by a man by mutual agreement and hence could be changed or modified. But you guys must remember that not all people reach this stage.
Piaget theory had a significant effect on the educational theory and practice. Individual variance in developmental growth must be accepted. According to Piaget theory, all children go through the same developmental sequence but at varying rates. As a result, teachers must make an extra effort to join classroom activities for individual and small group of students rather than the entire class. Furthermore, Because individual variants are to be expected, evaluation of student education progress should be undertaken in terms of each child's own path of development rather than the normative criteria offered by the performance of similar peers.